Let's go ahead and take a look now at how to sharpen your blade. We just briefly reviewed the importance of saturating both of our stones with the blade sharpening oil. Anytime we sharpen, we would like to do the same process by placing another additional drop back on both the lower stone and the upper stone. A quick note as well is anytime we run the sharpener for more than 30 seconds, we highly recommend that you would add an additional drop of oil to those stones to make sure that they're lubricated enough. It helps extend the life of the stone and helps us get a finer edge on the blade as well. Now that we've added the blade sharpening oil, we're ready to plug in the power. We take our power supply, plugs into the back of the sharpener, and we're now ready to take a blade and place this into on the blade tray. Go ahead and take the blade out of your cutter. If you have access to that, we'd recommend using your blade handlers. Again, this allows you to get into the blade and not have to touch any of the sharp edges. Go ahead and just drop that back onto the tray. You can see how that nicely seats there. You can again see that this works with the 60, the 45, and the 28 millimeters. One thing to note that I'd like to point out is the stone, and the first time we sharpen a blade in here, it might take a little bit longer because what we're doing is we're going to take and hone the edge of the steel to match our stone. So it might take just maybe a second try of this, a second session of sharpening. What we're going to do now is we're going to close the lid. We want to be gentle when closing the lid. One thing we want to avoid is closing this rough or hard. You can see if we do that, it might pop the blade off of center. Just again, recenter that, gently close the lid. We're now ready to begin part of the sharpening process. There's also a safety mechanism that disables the button from working until that lid has been compressed down on top. Some people like to latch and hold that down. I myself prefer just to leave that open. Put the pressure on to seat the lid all the way, which places both of the top and the bottom stone on the blade. We're now ready to push the button, and we're going to hold this down the first time for 30 seconds. Here we go. Alright, now that we've sharpened the blade for 30 seconds, we're ready to take the blade out and put this back into our cutter to see how sharp this is. The easy way to do that is to use the front little lever here, which helps lift that up. Use our blade handler, come in to grab that blade. We can go and simply place that back into our cutter. Allows us to reassemble this. And as I'm doing this, one thing you'll do now is go ahead and cut a piece of fabric. If it's not quite as sharp as you would like, we simply take and place that blade back inside. We'd recommend again that what we would do is take our blade sharpening oil and put another dab on there for our second session. We can do this until we achieve the level of sharpness that we want, which is near factory edge, which helps extend the life of your blade significantly for future sharpening.